Do 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 do. Josh's Order Corner.
That's me. All right, I'm going to try to get through this. Cujo's having a really rough day, so his coughing in the background, I apologize. But as I've said before, he has tracheal collapse and not a lot I can do. So he's here with us, coughing us along. Back on September 25th, I dropped a video. It was an unboxing of a mystery plate grab bag from Cemetery Dance. Now, in that grab bag, there were 5 of the signed plates, okay? And thanks to Marcus Carter over on Twitter, I was able to find out this is Douglas Clegg. We also got Rick Hotchula. We got Ray Garton. We got Dean Koontz. And we got Joe Hill. If you want to know more about that, I'll link that video at the end of this one. Now, when I ordered this, I actually ordered 2, but only 1 arrived. So I had to reach out to Cemetery Dance, to Richard Chizmar, and say, hey, please send my second one. So while I was waiting for that to ship, he announced a signed book that he was selling, and I grabbed it. So hopefully we have both in this box. This was something that he had. If you get his emails, a lot of times there'll be like special signed books that he's selling. All right. So I have the book card plate in here, and I'm kind of a butthole. Like, I did reach out numerous times, like, did this ship yet? Did this ship yet? Did this ship yet? I apologize. I get antsy when it comes to things shipping, and I'm always like afraid I'm going to be forgotten. So let's start with this. Now, the reason I snagged this is there was a chance for a Stephen King. 5 per envelope. I might not know all of them, but we're going to find out. All right, we got another Dean Koontz. This is sick. I'm really happy about this one. This is Peter Straub. So this one makes me incredibly happy. We got another Ray Garton, Richard Matheson, and Rob McCain. I don't know who this one is, so we'll have to find out. That is Robert McCammon, native to Birmingham, Alabama. He's been writing for a very long time, and each of these individuals, I will make it a point to read something from, if I haven't already, as soon as possible. It's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, with a lot of the short story collections I've read from Cemetery Dance, there's a good chance I have read something from all of these individuals and just haven't, their names just aren't clicking. Richard Matheson, I'm almost positive I've read something from in the past. But again, with the short stories, I'll have to go back and check some of the things I've read out. Richard Matheson, that's excellent. That's awesome. And Peter Straub is one that when I saw the possibilities, his name stood out. I mean, obviously Stephen King was like the one that I wanted, but happy with that. I now have 3 Dean Koontz, which you can never have enough Dean Koontz. So that's fine by me. If you recognize this one, please let me know who it is. And I'll go back and edit in some pictures of these individuals. But that's awesome. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with Peter Straub. I actually have Ghost Story upstairs that I need to finally read, and then obviously the Talisman that he did with Stephen King and Black House. So that's cool. Now, the other thing that I had ordered was from director, writer, awesome person. He directed the Shining miniseries, like 92, 93, I think. That was a better adaptation than Kubrick's, in my opinion. Which Kubrick's was a great movie. It just wasn't a great Shining movie. He directed Cat's Eye, Desperation, and my all-time favorite, he directed the Stand miniseries. So we have Salome right here in this awesome. This is a really nice looking, written, directed by Mick Garris. I didn't really know what I was getting into with this. Like, I didn't really look into what it looked like or anything, what kind of edition it was, but I knew that when Richard sells these copies, they're usually like a special edition of sorts. I believe this was the original cover. And then this special lettered edition is limited to 26 copies. This is copy PC. So this is actually a personal collection copy. So Richard Chizmar took this off his shelf, threw it in a box, and sent it out to me, basically. So there's Mick Garris' signature there. I do have his autograph upstairs on a piece from the stand. So very excited to add this to my collection and read this. Um, there's no, with the way this is done. Oh man, the gold pages here. That's a pretty that's a pretty book, man. The way this is done, there's no synopsis to it, so I'll just read you what's on the first page here. Just a little portion, so you get an idea of what this is all about. Come on. I thought I hated my wife until she was murdered. I thought I knew her too, better than anyone. I still do if it means anything. But now the world has seen her from the inside out. The photos and videos that flooded the eyes of public consumption were not for the squeamish. But everybody took a peek anyway. By now, her viscera are so familiar to the great unwashed as her ephemera was to me. She was beautiful. I'll grant her that. Few would disagree. But her physical charms were forever voided by a very sharp knife. Starts off on a very powerful note. So I'm very excited to dive into it. And that it's a beautiful copy. Even the spine with the Cemetery Dance logo down here at the bottom. This is a beautiful copy. I'll have to find a nice special place for it on my shelf. So I'm very glad to have obtained this. Uh, happy to have a conclusion to this. This is great. I'm trying to figure out an awesome way to display all of these because we have 15 of them now, and I want to make sure I display them correctly in a nice formatted way. Check out Cemetery Dance. Sign up for their newsletters. You'll get some frequent information from Richard Chizmar and from what's going on over there. They have a new issue coming out very soon with a new short story from Stephen King. So if you are a Stephen King collector and you need to get all of his stuff, you're going to have to grab that new Cemetery Dance magazine so you can read that new short story. Richard Chizmar's book comes out in, well, today's the 12th. I don't know when this will go live. 10 days from now on October 22nd. So make sure you keep an eye out for memorials. And again, if you're following his socials and his emails, you'll know that if you pre-ordered that book, there's some chance to get some really, really cool stuff. Till next time, don't be a butthole. Read a book.
Do 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 do